What's up, everybody? I'm Full 100. Today I'm going to be talking about the allegations and all that stuff about 30-year-old Jason Nicolas. So Mr. Nicolas ends up claiming to be a fictional book character called Harry Dresden. I think he's a wizard or something as far as I read, but it's a fictional character, none other the less. Mr. Nicolas ends up, getting all mad and all this stuff at the Ring doorbell camera, talking to the homeowner through it while asking where his daughter is. And I'm gonna be honest, whenever I first saw this, I thought it was fake, but now it's all real. I'm reading the article right now about it. If you're not familiar with the date, it happened on April 7th. So Mr. Dresden here, after making a big fit at the Ring doorbell while attempting to kick it down, which trying to do it in flip-flops is not a good idea. Whenever he finally made entry over by a sliding glass door, unfortunately he actually got in. After him entering the home, he starts opening doors, asking where's Victor, which I think is also a fictional character inside the book. I don't know what this man's on, but he's not in a good place right now. So a minute goes by and the homeowner was successfully able to get in, which in my opinion, this guy's extremely lucky to be alive. All it takes is one bad house and that would be your last house, just saying. Which, when the homeowner came face to face with Mr. Nicolas, he ends up pulling out a shovel and hitting him on the head, which causing his head to kind of split open a little bit. Now, unfortunately, the fight happened off camera, which I wish I got to see that. Which, a little bit after, I think I'm not sure who really called the police. I think it was a nearby neighbor, maybe. Could have been the homeowner on the way to the house, and he was calling the police on the way. During this whole thing, they start talking, but after a while, Mr. Nicolas calms down and claimed to be a veteran, which I find this really hard to believe, knowing a ton of veterans. I can't see one acting like this, though. I just can't see it. I think he knew he was kind of done, so he said it, get a little slap on the wrist in the court. But throughout this whole thing, authorities finally showed up and arrested Mr. Nicolas here. It's crazy because this also happened in California. It's crazy because the span of all this happening is like under 4 minutes, and I'm like, wow, that is great time. And then at the very end, they just kind of go make sure everybody was okay. Nobody was harmed, except for Mr. Nicolas here. His wife or kid wasn't really harmed. I don't think the homeowner was neither. So, happy ending. Now, further update from this, he either has a court date on next Monday, or next Wednesday. The news article stated that he ended up smiling and rolling his eyes during the whole court thing going on. Which, again, I don't see this being a veteran. Kind of reminds me of Millhouse. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's just a really crazy situation. Now, by the time I'm reading all this, it's April 18th right now at the moment, but all articles I'm reading were posted at April 14th, which I'm gonna assume that his court date's next Monday and Wednesday. So with that whole crazy situation, I'll leave it at that until further more updates or anything crazy happens. So that's pretty much about it. So I'll see y'all later.